Hey guys, so last night we went to Dayton, Ohio, to rescue um, some turtles. The guy said he had yellow belly sliders, so we went and he had two huge females, and we only got one of the females, but he also had something else. Now I'm going to be putting these guys in a temporary enclosure because I don't want to add them straight in with the rest of my turtles. And they need something kind of big. So this is a 20-gallon container. Since it's only 20 gallons, I'm actually going to get out my 30-gallon tank and put her in that, even though it's crazy way too small. But we have an 100-gallon pond, and that's what she'll be going in because she's about 10 inches and she's ginormous. Then over here, we have a turtle that is not an aquatic turtle. It's a box turtle, but it's actually native to Ohio. So we're going to be figuring out, so we got it for free, and we're going to be figuring out if we need to give it to somebody or something, because as far as I know, you're not allowed to have them in Ohio, but we know some people that are like wildlife people, and we might have to give it to them because it can't go back into the wild. It's really, really old. You can actually see where its shell has been fixed right there. That's what that is right there. Like its shell must have been fractured in some way and then grown back, and that's like the bone there. Really, really old turtle, we're pretty sure, and we're gonna try to figure out what we need to do with it. If we can keep it, then I'll put it in with the iguana, and it'll just have the bottom of the tank, which is like more than enough for it. And if not, then we're gonna try to get it somewhere like in a wildlife facility that they can keep it for educational purposes, because again, we don't want it going back into the wild. Okay guys, by the way, my voice is like terrible right now. I don't know why, I just kind of lost my voice. I think it's really dry in here and I need some kind of carbonated drink, but I don't drink pop, so yeah, that's all we have right now. So I'm just going to be filling it in from one of the fish tanks, or both of them, something like that, just because I need to do a water change anyway. So it's just going to sit right here, and then hopefully you can get UVB in the basking, like just right down there. So this is a female yellow belly slider. So this tank is very temporary for it, and what we ended up doing with the box turtle is we gave it to somebody who breeds them, and we got a 75-gallon tank, so that's what I'll be setting up in this video for this new yellow belly slider. This is the basking spot that I made for the school aquarium, and I'm using it temporarily for this 30-gallon. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be cleaning up this kind of mess over here. So I have this huge yellow belly slider that is in quarantine, and I'm actually going to be putting it in here with the painted turtle, and then take the two red-eared sliders and put them in this tank. Well, actually no, I might even put them in a tub. Today we are setting up the 55-gallon at the school, so I'm just waiting for the person to text me and tell me that, my friend to text me and tell me that his parents are ready to go set it up, or his mom's ready to go set it up, who works at the school. But I'm gonna take this apart and clean the front of the tank because she has been, making this all dirty. Now, something that is extremely interesting that has been happening, which is really weird. So these three turtles up in this 55-gallon obviously haven't gotten out, for any reason. The only time they have gotten out is Philip, this one right here, has went over twice into this tank with her, and I don't know how long. So it's very possible that she'll be egg-bound and will have hybrids, which is terrible, but yet if that happens, then technically that's kind of what we wanted to happen, because we just wanted to try to breed turtles. That was the whole purpose of this, not to do it a lot, just try to breed them and see if we could do it, just for the experience, really. So first I'm going to be taking this whole area apart, and then taking those two turtles out and putting her in with the other female, the painted turtle. So first I feed the turtles because it's going to be a while before they eat and get into the new aquarium. And then I start taking everything down. I took the 2 turtles out, put them in a tub. Then I put the big turtle in the 55-gallon, and now I'm taking apart the 30-gallon aquarium, which is so dark because I got the water from my other 55-gallon, which is a black water aquarium. So after dumping that out, I clean everything up, and real quick, I'm changing out some of the rocks because I wanted to take some of my rocks from this aquarium and put them into the 55-gallon at the school, which is already set up, and the video is already out for that. I just need to get on to finishing this video. So, I put those rocks into a bucket full of water. Now I'm taking out all the fish except the Siamese algae eater and the goldfish. And I never found the smaller Siamese algae eater or the crayfish that were in here, so they must have been eaten by the turtles. Okay, so I got a 75-gallon tank, and the way this came to be is I put a post out that if anybody had any turtle supplies that they wanted to get rid of, that I would take them and use them for a turtle rescue. Now, my kind of goal with a turtle rescue is that I'll take in turtles and then I'll try to sell them or give them to somebody who's going to keep them forever in a nice big setup. So, somebody messaged me saying that they breed eastern box turtles, because I had the picture of my turtles on there. Not saying that I'd sell them, but just I had them on there. He said that he would buy the box turtle. So I said, sure. He said he had the permits and everything. Now, it ended up being a much better YouTuber than I, and that's why my subscriber count has gone up recently, because he shouted me out in one of his videos. But that turtle is in his care. Well, it's in a good home now, and I got 75-gallon fish tanks, so worked out pretty much. And right now I'm just cleaning it inside because it is freezing cold in Ohio. His name is Shelled Reptiles, and I'll have a link to his YouTube channel at the end of this video. This is where I get rocks. At a place like this. Get lots of rocks. Cleaning said rocks. Okay guys, so this is what we're putting on the front of our stand at the bottom, so it'll hold the 75-gallon. 75 gallons are just 5 inches wider than 55 gallons, which is really convenient for us. So we're just going to add this on the front of our stand, and then the tank will just stick out, and it should be pretty cool. So now I'm going to sand this. Now I'm taking everything out, and I'm putting it all into water in the 30-gallon, and I'm draining the tank, the 55-gallon tank. Now it's really, really dirty. That's all malm and stuff. It took forever to catch the Siamese algae eater, but everything else was really, really easy. After getting out as much stuff as I could, I took out the basking platform that was into the stand, and then I took the 55-gallon out. I had the chance to clean, so I did real quick, and then we brought the tank into my room, and we put Roxy in it for fun. Roxy is my Chihuahua, as you can see here. Next, I put the basking spot back on, but I didn't put the egg-laying box because it no longer fit on the rim. Okay, so now to add the substrate. There's a pretty big problem with this, though. Well, first of all, this is thicker than the other one, so we're going to have to redo the turtle laying box type area, the dirt area that we have for them. And then another problem is that this stand is so heavy, and since we have carpet here, that it's like into the carpet, but this isn't, obviously, because we don't have enough weight to push it that far down. So it's not connected to that stand, and at all. So we're just hoping that this will push it down. We'll see how this goes. It'll be interesting, but yeah, fun. This looks awesome, and I'm so excited how it is. Like, that is so cool that it's just out like that. But now I will be adding in the old substrate, and then also new substrate that I got. I filled it partly with the water that was in their old tank, that was in the 30-gallon, making sure all the beneficial bacteria on the rocks was still alive, as well as just normal hose water.
And I put the turtles in as I was filling it up, and then I started throwing in the rocks. And I used all the same rocks and everything. I added like a small piece of wood as well. And now I am just cleaning the buckets in there because the fish is temperature acclimating because the temperature was a little bit different, but it shouldn't be too bad. And I'm putting up all the things around it so nothing gets back behind the tank for any reason. There, I just put the fish in, and now it is all set up. Hey guys, so the tank is cleared up. I now have 3 turtles in here. I got one of the red sliders back. But again, everything will be going outside, and there's some minnows in here, just some other stuff. I'm gonna be changing out the scape as well. But anyway, it's like a week or 2 or 3, I don't even know, later from when everything else was filmed. But everything's doing really well, and I put minnows in here for them to eat, so that's why there's a bunch of stuff in the water. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Man, you could fit like 2 Roxys in there. It's pretty solid enclosure.